Aron, we were laughing because I was kind of scolding Aron after when I interviewed him, and you remember my doing that, right?
Yeah, very motherly of you. It was, in much the same way I think as my mom often. If you're gonna go out, just go with a friend, please. Yeah.
Yeah, the buddy system, Aron. You heard of that, right?
I know we all learned that when we were 5, but yeah.
As I said, I interviewed you shortly thereafter, but it was 10 years recently, the 10-year anniversary of what happened. And you went back to the site.
Just last weekend, I was out there again, and to stand there, it's really with gratitude. I shed many tears, but it was in thanks for what that experience has given me, and I think in general, just what the adversities of our life really bestow upon us is the gifts to know ourselves.
No regrets at all?
If I had to do it all over again today, and now with the blessings of my life that I have today, I mean, I would cut my other hand off in order to get back to my son. I have a little 3.5-year-old boy, Leo. What we heard these other stories today, when something happens, it's a trauma, but we decide whether it's going to be a tragedy or a triumph.
Or an awakening.
Yeah, there you go. If it's then we're going to take something that happens and we become an advocate in order to help change building codes or to get legislation passed for protecting against domestic violence, that these kinds of stories, they come to us so that we can serve others.
Wow, wow. Well, I should mention, during that 6-day period when I think you probably thought it was over, you did have a vision.
In fact, over the time that I was trapped, of course I tried to get free, and yet all of the attempts that I made failed. By the 4th night, the 5th night, now I know I'm not going to make it. And yet then in the middle of that night, what was the last night, I had a vision, an out-of-body experience where I saw myself interacting in a living room with a little boy. He was about 3-4 years old, blonde hair, blue eyes, and in fact now that is my son. He saved my life that night, and now I have him again. The gratitude, like when I went back to the canyon this weekend, I played a little video that I'd shot of him giving me a tour of his pillow fort that he'd built in the living room, and just to hear his voice, for him to be in that spot where I met him 10 years ago, to bring him there and to have that interaction again. This is the gratitude. So it's so amazing to be alive.
Are you still loving the great outdoors? Are you as much a thrill seeker as ever, Aron Ralston?
I know in some ways it's like, come on, seriously, didn't you learn anything? Yeah, I love ski mountaineering, climbing, and to go off to even foreign countries, climb 6,000, 7,000 meter high mountains. Like this summer, try to ski from 24,000 feet with my friend Brian. These
What's
are adventures.
wrong with you?
I know. It's living life to its fullest, and I hope that everyone would do that in whatever your way is.
Aron Ralston, thank you for coming in, and good luck with everything. Really good to see you again.